All right. Let me start by asking a personal question. Have you ever stood up too fast, felt lightheaded, and thought to yourself, maybe it's time I check under the hood? Or maybe you've noticed things aren't quite firing up like they used to down there? Don't worry, you're not alone. And no, this isn't a commercial for magic pills or blue tablets. I'm Dr. James Carter, and today we're talking real solutions that start in your kitchen. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and what's your age group? Over 60? Over 70? Represent your age with pride. Today's video is about circulation, especially where it matters most, for men and women after 60. Because yes, poor blood flow is not just about cold feet. It affects your energy, your mood, your stamina, and yes, even your performance in the bedroom. And that's why I'm going to walk you through the top 3 essential foods that will make your blood vessels dance in all the right places. In this video, I'll break down the science behind circulation and intimacy, 3 foods that naturally boost nitric oxide and vessel dilation, and a bonus ritual that I personally use that's better than caffeine and safer than pills. So grab a drink, preferably beet juice, and let's make this fun, eye-opening, and full of vitality. Let's get real here. Most folks over 60 assume that a drop in intimacy, energy, and drive is just part of aging. But what if I told you that in 80% of cases, the culprit isn't age, it's really poor circulation? See, everything, from brain fog to fatigue, from muscle weakness to, lack of performance downstairs, ties back to one essential system, your vascular system. When your blood isn't flowing freely, oxygen and nutrients don't reach where they're needed, and that includes your most sensitive areas. Blood flow to your brain keeps you sharp. Blood flow to your muscles keeps you strong. But blood flow to your pelvic region, that's where confidence, performance, and spark live. I had a patient, Mr. Reynolds, 68, former Marine. He came to my office, not for anything romantic, but because he was tired. His feet were always cold, he felt heavy, sluggish. And quietly he told me, "Doc, I don't feel like a man anymore." It wasn't depression, it wasn't testosterone. It was his arteries, clogged up like an old kitchen pipe. After just 6 weeks of dietary changes, not meds, his circulation improved dramatically, and he came back to me, shook my hand and said, "Doc, my wife says thank you." We both laughed, but I knew exactly what he meant. When you restore circulation, you restore life, you restore energy, mental clarity, confidence, and yes, vitality down there. And here's the kicker. Improving circulation naturally doesn't require expensive supplements. Just 3 specific foods, used consistently, can open your arteries and light a fire in your system again. All right, let's get into food number 1, what I call nature's artery opener. Trust me, after age 60, this nutrient-packed root should be on your regular plate or in your glass. I'm talking about beetroot. Whether roasted, blended into juice, or tossed into salads, beets are rich in dietary nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. That's the gas your blood vessels need to relax and widen. Why it matters to your health. A recent study showed that older adults who drank 250 ml beet juice twice a day for 2 weeks had significantly lower blood pressure, healthier oral bacteria, and better overall circulation. They saw improvements where younger participants did not. Beet nitrates help supply oxygen-rich blood to your brain, muscles, and yes, even your pelvis, helping with energy, mood, and sexual vitality. One of my patients, 68-year-old Martin, had been low on energy and complained his legs tingled at night. I told him to try the 50 ml of cold-pressed beet juice daily before dinner. Within 2 semanas, he reported he could climb stairs without feeling heavy and no more tingling. How nitric oxide helps at 60 plus. With age, your body makes less nitric oxide naturally. It's part of endothelial aging. Nitrates from beets provide that boost your arteries need to stay supple and open. How to enjoy beetroot. Drink it. 250 ml of fresh beet juice before lunch or dinner. Eat it. Roast or steam half a cup of sliced beets 3 to 5 times a week. Mix it. Add shredded beet to salads or your morning smoothie. One latest promising study confirmed older adults raised their nitric oxide levels, reduced blood pressure, and improved blood vessel flexibility after 2 weeks of beet juice, showing real microvascular benefits that younger people didn't experience. That aligns with decades of research on nitrate to nitric oxide conversion, supporting circulation and vitality. Do's and don'ts. Start slowly, like 125 milliounce per day, so your body adjusts. Avoid if you have kidney stones or low blood pressure. Check with your doctor. Watch for pink-colored urine or stools. That's normal and harmless. Let me set the scene. It's after dinner. You've just polished off a slice of beet-infused salad, and you're thinking, what next? Something sweet, something indulgent that also serves your heart. That's where food. 2 steps in. Dark chocolate. But not the candy store knockoffs. Think 70% or higher cocoa content. This isn't dessert, it's vasodilation in a wrapper. Why real dark chocolate matters. Packed with flavonols, especially an epicatechin, dark chocolate encourages your endothelial cells, lining your blood vessels, to produce nitric oxide, letting arteries relax and widen. This supports smoother blood flow to your brain, legs, and yes, down there, areas too. A classic 2-week trial found that small daily doses of flavanol-rich dark chocolate improved endothelial function and significantly increased plasma epicatechin levels in healthy adults, even seniors. The cocoa flavonols also reduce platelet aggregation, meaning less sticky blood, lower blood pressure, and improved circulation. Eddie, and 72-year-old former jazz saxophonist from New Orleans. I'm a big fan of sweets. One night he whispered, "Doc, I feel like a gramophone record. Fast skip in my pedal and tone just off." Translation: tired legs, low libido, flat energy. I told him to swap half his nightly cookie for a square 10-15 g of 570% dark chocolate. 2 weeks later he showed up grinning, more pep in his step, steady pulse, and, well, personal performance was on tempo again. A UCSF study showed that cocoa flavonols improve vascular and blood pressure measures, including coronary flow reserve in healthy adults. Cohort research and randomized trials report lowered blood pressure, improved insulin sensitivity, anti-inflammatory effects, and boosted circulation after regular intake of flavanol-rich dark chocolate. How to enjoy without the guilt. Choose chocolate labeled 70% cocoa or higher. Look for minimal sugar. Limit to 10-15 grams per day. About 1 small square. Try companion foods, almonds, dark berries, coffee, also rich in flavonoids. Avoid milk or low-percentage chocolates. They contain far fewer flavanols and more sugar. Why this matters for energy, performance, vitality after 60? Because good circulation isn't just for your heart, it's for your limbs, your stamina, your mind, and your intimacy zones. Blood flow that powers heels, thighs, and hips helps keep your gait steady. Blood flow to your brain keeps your mind sharp, and circulatory support to your pelvis helps maintain performance and pleasure year after year. All right, here's cult of food number 3. The ultimate circulation combo, pineapple plus turmeric. Think of it as nature's sweet, spicy vasodilator cocktail. Delicious, anti-inflammatory, and perfect for anyone over 60 looking to boost their blood flow and feeling. One of my patients, Mr. Hank, 75, former chef and karaoke champion, walked in complaining his legs felt stiff and his private area lacked, well, vividness. He joked, "Doc, I might need a pep talk from my old playlist, but nothing's playing." I suggested he try a nightly turmeric pineapple smoothie. 1-2 cup fresh pineapple, a half teaspoon of turmeric, water or almond milk, and a pinch of black pepper. Just 2 nights later, he called me saying, "Doc, I walked up the stairs and almost sang the first verse of My Way. He hadn't felt that energy in years." Why it works. Turmeric's curcumin mic helps increase blood vessel relaxation by improving nitric oxide availability and reducing oxidative stress, especially in adults 60+, where endothelial function tends to decline. Pineapple contains bromelain, which acts as a natural anti-inflammatory enzyme aiding circulation, reducing swelling, and helping prevent clotting. Combined with black pepper, the curcumin absorption skyrockets. How to make it? Blend 1-2 cup fresh pineapple chunks, 1-4 to 1-2 TSP turmeric powder, a marked pinch of black pepper, and water or plant milk. Drink it in the evening about an hour after dinner, 3-4 times a week. You can also chop pineapple into a cayenne turmeric fruit salad or stir into oatmeal. If you're on blood thinners or diabetic medications, check with your doctor. Turmeric can enhance medication effects. Start with 1-4 TSP. If you're sensitive to spice, gradually increase. Fresh turmeric can stain surfaces. Use cutting boards carefully. My wife uses this combo too. She tells me it helps her stay sharp and energized without caffeine. Now Hank's wife invites me over. She says they discovered date nights after 60. A study in older adults showed 37% improvement in flow-mediated dilation. After 12 weeks of curcumin supplementation, signaling stronger circulation, faster nitric oxide response, less vessel stiffness. Pineapple's bromelain supports vascular health by reducing inflammation and promoting better circulation in older adults, aiding recovery after mild swelling or stiffness. Why it matters for down there. Vitality. Because maintaining blood flow is essential for circulation to every part of your body, including your pelvic region. Better flow means better energy, better performance, and more vitality. Long after 60, we've covered the top 3 foods that open your arteries, lift your mood, and support your man or womanhood. This is the part where I tell you about my Grandpa Joe. Bless his heart. He was a retired arborist who used to hug every tree he planted. He swore by coffee every morning, but by his late 70s, he complained his legs felt stiff and his energy down there had taken a vacation. One morning I handed him a beet plus cocoa smoothie, my own spin on the foods we've been talking about. He took one sip, looked up at me and said, "Doc, is that root beer or rocket fuel?" 2 weeks later, he walked 5 miles, felt strong in the park and winked at me. Joe's still got it, Carter. The ritual, step by step. 1. First sip, 250 milliml beetroot juice. 2. Second sip, 1-2 TSP pineapple plus turmeric shot. 3. Last bite, 1 small square, 10 g of 70% dark chocolate. Do this every morning before coffee or other stimulants and 3-4 times a week, not daily. This rotation keeps your arteries responding, not resisting. Why it works. Combination of nitrates, beet, flavonols, dark cocoa, and curcumin plus bromelain, turmeric plus pineapple. Each targets nitric oxide production, reduces oxidative stress, and improves blood vessel flexibility. Clinical studies show older adults used in similar protocols saw up to 37% improvement in endothelial function after 12 weeks of curcumin and faster muscle oxygen recovery during activity after curcumin intake. University of Exeter trial confirmed beetroot shots twice daily, lowered blood pressure and improved oral microbiome health in seniors, but had no effect in younger adults. Daily do's, don'ts. Combine all 3 elements in mornings, spread across one routine drink or spaced out. Avoid if you're on blood thinners, low blood pressure medication, or have kidney stones. Check with your doctor first. Dark chocolate should be 70% cocoa or above and limited to 10 g day. Alright, here's how we're going to tie this all together and give you something real, tangible, and totally doable for your golden years. 1. Quick recap of top 3 foods, plus ritual. Beetroot, your natural nitric oxide booster, the root that widens arteries, lowers blood pressure, and brings back energy. Dark chocolate, 70% plus. Flavanol-rich delight that supports blood vessel flexibility, circulation, and yes, spiced-up vitality. Pineapple plus turmeric smoothie. Sweet spicy combo that fights inflammation, supports dilation, and boosts nutrient flow. And then there's the morning spark booster ritual. 1. Sip 250 milliliters beet juice. 2. Sip pineapple plus turmeric shot. 3. Enjoy 10 to 15 gram dark chocolate square. Do this 3 to 4 mornings per week. Ideally before coffee. 2 unique senior-friendly movement. Calf and cadence combo. Now I promised something special instead of a weekly meal plan. Here it is, your calf and cadence combo. This is a simple routine designed for seniors that boosts circulation, encourages nitric oxide production, and keeps your legs strong, balanced, and vibrant, including circulation down there. Why calves matter. The calf muscles act as a second heart, pumping blood upward and helping prevent fluid stagnation. Strong calves are linked to reduced risk of cognitive decline and better vascular health in seniors. Why cadence walking matters. A study showed older adults who increased their walking pace, about 100 steps per minute, versus 77, saw significant improvements in mobility and circulation. The calf and cadence combo routine. 1. Warm up, 2 minutes. March in place, 3 sets of 20 calf raises, hold onto a chair. 2. Walking cadence burst, 5 minutes. Walk at normal pace for 2 minutes. Then increase cadence, shorter, quicker steps for 1 minute. Repeat twice, normal cadence, normal. 3. Stretch, cool down, 2 minutes. Gentle standing calf stretch against a wall or seated toe point stretch. Do this combo 4 times a week, ideally after your morning ritual or after breakfast. Together with your dietary boosts, this helps stimulate endothelial nitric oxide production, reduces vascular stiffness, and speeds up blood flow, especially in the lower body. A 74-year-old retired librarian who felt stiff, her shoes tight, and energy gone. She started the combo after 2 weeks of our food plan. She practically skipped into my office last week, beaming, "Doc, my legs feel light, my stride is steady, and I even had a cheeky wink from my sweetheart." And she wasn't just talking about her footwear. Why this matters for seniors: winning at life, improves balance and reduces fall risk, supports blood flow to legs, heart, brain, and pelvic region, enhances endurance, stability, and confidence, gets your body producing nitric oxide naturally. Without expensive pills or gym memberships, you've invested time with me today. You now hold a potent plan. 3 powerful foods, plus a simple, senior-friendly circulation booster you can do at home. If you stick with this, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle upgrade, and it means better energy, better performance, and more vitality, no matter your age. If this video helped you, hit like, and subscribe to Senior Spring Vitality for more wellness insights. Drop a comment. Tell me where you're watching from and which food you'll try first. Know someone who needs this? Share it with them. This might just change their life too. And hey, since you stayed till the end, tap the link below this video to join our Telegram community and grab your free meal plan. It's our way of saying thanks. I'm Dr. James Carter, your guide to circulation, strength, and senior vitality. Stay vibrant, stay curious, and keep that spark alive.